Oh, we're live. Oh, I'm back in effect. And I've been hanging out in the corners, looking at Arsenal, looking at everyone. And I'm looking at our noisy neighbours and I'm looking at Tottenham. And to be perfectly honest, guys, not many people in the chat at the moment. But we're talking a tale of two. We're talking Arsenal here, Tottenham there, and the chit chat and this and that. Is it relegation time? It's a touchy subject. And from an Arsenal perspective, it's wonderful. It's glorious. From anyone in London right now, they're loving what they're seeing now, the demise of Tottenham. But I thought I'm going to break this down. I want to break this down just that little bit because, to be honest, I can't believe what has happened to Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Arsenal fan I am through and through. Our noisy neighbours they are. But this is, oh my God. This is a thing for the ages. If Tottenham Hotspur are to get relegated this season, this is something that will be discussed and talked about for years to come, for generations to come. This is going to be huge. Arsenal win the league and Tottenham Hotspur relegated after winning the Europa League. They are relegated, and in my opinion, it's because of the inconsistencies of their board. It is because of the issues in the background, the incompetence in the boardroom, I believe, being the major issues in regards to their demise this season. They've gone from here to here. They got rid of Ange Postecoglou. And you know what? It's all good. I was glad that they got Ange Postecoglou because I knew what he was about. Was he good enough? Were his results good enough? No, they weren't. But was the board good enough for Ange Postecoglou? That is a question. And are the board good enough for any manager that comes to White Hart Lane? We saw Mourinho. We saw Conte. Ange Postecoglou. We've seen all these managers. And we're not going to go that far back. We're not going to go further back and discuss, the best manager they've had in years who wasn't ever backed, right? And if we've got managers like Conte, if we've got managers like Mourinho, we've got managers like Ange Postecoglou now, right? Who can't get the backing of the board, can't get the players they want. Do you blame the manager? Do I blame the manager? I don't know. Do you blame the manager? I don't know if the manager is the first thing that comes to mind when I think about this demise. Don't get it twisted. This is a team that not years gone by were knocking on the door of the Premier League. A team that made it to a Champions League final. To see this demise, systematic demise, and for it to be manager after manager after manager after manager, it makes you wonder, is it the manager or is it the background? A relegation battle from winning the Europa League. They go from winning the Europa League to a relegation battle. 11 games without a win. 11 without a win. The worst since 1975. 5 consecutive losses. They've lost to Arsenal. They've lost to nearly every London team that's out there. West London, South London, North London, doesn't matter. They're losing. And we go from, and this is, look, let's call a spade a spade. It went from manager, from Ange to Frank to Igor, right? They went from a 3-3-3-1. They went from a 4-4-2 to a 5-4-1. Consistent tactical changes. And guys, if you're watching, if you're viewing, please drop a comment. If you're a Spurs fan, it's all good. My Arsenal hat is off, right? My Arsenal hat is off. I just want to discuss this, yeah? Spade is spade. Consistent tactical changes, one after the other. Screaming. We do not have an identity at White Hart Lane. We do not have an identity at Tottenham Hotspur. Let that sink in. We've gone we went Ange, we went Thomas Frank, and then they've gone to Igor. The formation changes consistent. The style of football, Ange ball to Thomas Frank, completely opposite. Completely opposite. The players that were brought in under the Ange era do not suit Frank's style of football. So who's made the mistake here? Thomas Frank's made a mistake. He's coming to Tottenham Hotspur trying to get players that want to go forward to sit back. Let that sink in. Who has made the call on Thomas Frank? I'm pointing at something. I'm pointing. What am I pointing at? It's going back to the board, the owners, the board, the guys who are spending a little bit too time thinking about everything under the sun except for football. If you are a Spurs fan watching this now, my Arsenal hat's off. I'm not being an asshole. I could banter all day. I've got banter for days. Banter for days. Yeah? I could hammer you now, but I'm not. I'm just pumping the brakes. Your owners, your board, your Daniel Levy's have cost you guys massively. You've got your trophy. Yeah, look, you won the Europa League. Let's go into that. Last season, you won the Europa League. And where did you finish in the Prem? Now, that was screaming, we are in a crisis. Does that mean you get rid of Ange? He did bring you a trophy. And if you are to get rid of Ange, he is the cause. He is the root problem. Do you then go out and try to get in a manager who is the exact opposite of Ange Postecoglou? Is that what we're doing? Because that's exactly what was done, right? By the board. Now you tell me, does that sound, how can I say, somewhat fucking stupid? Because look where you are now. Ange is gone, Frank is gone, and we've got Igor Tudor, who, I'll be honest with you, I had no fucking clue who the fuck he was. They've appointed Igor. Now, does that not scream desperate times, desperate measures? We didn't have a plan after Frank. Oh, shit. You didn't have a plan after Frank. You thought, in Frank, we trust or rust. They get Igor Tudor in. 0 wins in 2 games. 0. He's done sweet fuck all. Sweet fuck all. Right? And how much better is it? He's supposed to keep you guys up. So you've gone from winning a Europa League to, fuck, I hope we can stay in the Premier League. The Arsenal podcast is Mr. Arsenal podcast in the building. Thank you very much. It's not just the fact they hired Frank after sacking Ange, but they expected Frank to perform a miracle with the same set of players. Now look, Spurs fans, you're watching this, there's no banter here. That's a fact. And I was discussing that. If you're going to get Thomas Frank in, then you need to get Thomas Frank players. You need players that can play that system. Ange plays, Thomas Frank plays completely different. Arteta plays to whatever. It's different. You need the right bodies to be able to perform. So what we get? We got Relegation Battle FC. You guys see the thumbnail? That ain't no lies. That's an absolute shit show shambles. Can the unthinkable happen? Theoretically, of course it can. Liverpool next in the Premier League? That ain't shits. You still got Forest to play. You still got Everton to play. You got Brighton to play. How many points can Tottenham Hotspur hope to have after those games? You'd have to pray that West Ham and Nottingham Forest all drop the ball. They have dropped the ball this season, but really dropped the ball. to the levels that Tottenham Hotspur have. Coming back in, the Mr. Arsenal podcast says, I had no idea about Tudor. Had to ask a friend that watches Serie A. And he said he likes to attack more than defend. Just what you need in a relegation battle. Half of my arsehole. Yep. He likes to attack more than he defends. And let's be honest. How has the attack looked since he's come in? Now, can we blame Tudor? No. Can you blame the managers in this situation? No. Tottenham Hotspur have had quality managers, but they've had, in my opinion, the worst possible representation in the boardroom and the ownership. It is absolutely abysmal. It's a shambles. From an Arsenal perspective, what now? You can't win a game against us. We come to your stadium and take 3 points every time. Every time. Forget about winning the Arsenal Cup and trying to win a North London derby. Is what the Tottenham Hotspur fans should be more focused on. What is the answer to this now? We look at it now and you think to yourself, is it money? Is it money? Did they not spend enough money? Is that the issue? £450 million spent in 2 seasons. Players like Mohammed, Kudus, Dominic Solanke. I rate both players. Don't get it twisted. Kudus and Solanke, I rate them. Good players. Kudus injured now. Solanke injured and back. Now, injuries haven't been their best friends, but let's call a spade here. You lost James Maddison in the midfield. What did you replace James Maddison with? Let's be honest, Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons was what they decided to go out to get depth for, James Maddison. You're trying to replace James Maddison with Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons has struggled everywhere that he's gone. What makes you think that a Xavi Simons is going to do the job under Thomas Frank, who defends to save his life, and he's more of a snatch and grab? Again comes back to the board. Mr. Arsenal podcast saying they are getting battered away to Liverpool next weekend for a start. And if Forest get anything against Spurs the following week, then Spurs are going down. End of discussion. The fate is sealed. The fate is sealed because against Liverpool, they got no chance. They got no hope. You guys, I hate to say it. No, I don't hate to say it. You know what I mean? You guys have got no chance against Liverpool. No chance whatsoever. You couldn't forget it. You guys are going down, down, down against Liverpool. You need, for Tottenham Hotspur to be able to survive, they need to get the points where they need to be able to get the points. They need to be able to beat Nottingham Forest, Everton. They need to do one over Brighton. They need to start getting inconsistent from an inconsistent squad. They need to get consistent from an inconsistent squad. Now, the only consistent things I'm noticing is look, you're going to watch Tottenham Hotspur now. You know, as an Arsenal fan, from time to time, I flick and have a look at their games if they're on. I want to see what they're about. Don't get it twisted. We aren't in competition with each other here. Forget it. The only thing we share is where we are logistically. That's it. But I look at Tottenham Hotspur because I still look at that derby and say, look, we need to get 3 points here. North London derby ain't nothing guaranteed. I mean, recently, different story. But look at the disciplinary issues. Romero, Van der Ven, captaincy armband. What the fuck? These 2 players are going to be the first 2 players, in my opinion, that if Spurs are to be relegated, are going to try to find their way out the door. They are going to run, son, run. They are going to go, and they are not going to look back. Van der Ven, a shambles. Romero, screaming Pogba, looking like Pogba at Man United, trying to get himself a card so he can go on holidays. Where is the leadership at Spurs? Where is it? They lost Kane, they lost Son, and they have not been able to replace that commitment They have not been able to replace that drive or that passion. And they look at Romero and they look at Van de Ven, and neither one of them are fit for that captaincy armband. Matter of fact, these two guys are happy to get their reds and walk off for a couple of games and kick back and watch it all unfold. Because in their minds, these two players, in my mind, if I'm a Spurs fan now, next season, if I stay up, Romero and Van de Ven, send them. Bloody send them, mate. Send them. Let them go. Because those two guys are not good enough to wear the shirt Spurs or any other club. Absolutely pathetic from both of them. Both of them. They have let that team down fucking hard. Huh. We talk about Gabriel Saliba. They play with passion and heart. These guys, paycheck to paycheck, mate. Can't wait to go on holiday. Spain FC, you can't see me. What the fuck? Pathetic. And is it a statement? Are they screaming and yelling like, no, we're done? Romero's called out the board. Romero's called out the ownership. How many times has he been told to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up? No. He hasn't been pulled up. He hasn't been put on the bench. In the end, he's like, you know what? I'll get myself out of the equation. Red card. Do it like Pogba. I'm out. I'm out. See you later. My God. My God. It's from my opinion is pretty much. I'm in a place now where I look at the team. I look at Spurs, and I look for leadership, and I can't see it anywhere. Udogie? Nah. Nah. Porro? No. Who? Who is the Harry Kane leader? Who is the Son leader? Kulusevski, Maddison, both injured, both gone. Who? Don't get me started on the keeper who needs to go as well. No, don't get me started there. That's pathetic. It's pathetic. £450 million spent. And look what it spent on. Goes back to what Andrew's saying. There were players that I wanted to go for that I wasn't allowed to go for. And Andrew's come out and said it. I'm not saying Andrew's a great manager. No. I was like, man, forget him. But he's come out and said it the way it is. He's gone for players that he wanted to get to take them to the next level. And the ownership's like, whoop, pump the brakes, Ange. We're not that club. We fake it till we make it. Bound down to the dare is to do. If you're a Spurs fan, just listen to me. Arsenal hat off. To dare is to do is a subliminal message. To do is to do. You're daring it, but you're not doing it. You're dropping down the table into the friggin' no man's land of the championship. There might not be a North London derby next season. I never would have thought in my time that I would see either team relegated. No North London derby next season. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm just jumping into these comments. What the fuck? Oh, Mr. Arsenal Podcast says, no, they wasted money on mediocre players within the squad over the last 4 to 5 years. Yes. Yeah. But look, the Mr. Arsenal Podcast, let me ask you a question. Mohammed, Kudus, Dominic Solanke. I rate the players. Xavi Simons, maybe not much. But those two players are quality players. Vicario looked good to start off with, but he's been fucking sketchy for 2 years. He should have been gone a while back. Pedro Porro, yeah, fair's fair. Udogie on his day, fair enough. Their centre-back pairing when they want to play, fair enough. But 450 million, right? Don't forget, Arsenal get pulled into the how much money have you spent? Yes, but 450 million pounds to get relegated. Who's been signing off on that? Who? Huh? Spurs fans, if you're in the chit chat and this and that, if you guys are, by all means comment. By all means comment. I'm not coming at you. I am not going to come at you. Explain it to me like I'm a 3-year-old. Give me your opinion. Explain it to me. Because this makes no fucking sense whatsoever. At all. I swear. I can't believe it. I'm fucking like shit. Arsenal win the league for Spurs to be relegated. Fuck me. The main reason Spurs is going to go is because the fans ain't built for a relegation scrap. Been used to being around the higher end of the table for 20 years. They forgot how it feels to be battling down there. Yeah. But the thing is, now, correct me if I'm wrong, they've been up in the top four for quite some time. Back in the days, Harry Kane, blah, blah, blah. They had Son. They had and this is a team that used to have Modric, you know what I mean? They had some players, Gareth Bale. They had some gems, in their time. They kept them up. They kept them up in the mix, Made us ask questions sometimes in some seasons, right? They're in a relegation battle, but let's be honest. When was the last time they were in a real relegation battle? When were they? This is not a team that gets relegated. Fuck it, I know it's Tottenham Hotspur, man. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? We just go there and collect our 3, right? That's what it is. That's what we do. Arsenal fan through and through. 1991. Old school. We get the job done. But they're going to get relegated? Come on. For fuck's sake, Everton almost got relegated and I was surprised. This is a shock. This is an absolute shock. And I think some of these players that they have wearing that shirt, collecting that paycheck, yeah? Some questions got to be asked. Commitment levels, quality. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? And the other question here is, if Tottenham Hotspur are relegated, how many of their players in that 11 are going to stick around to battle, to fight, to grind their way back into the Premier League? Because I can name 2 of them that won't be. I can name 2 players right now that will not stick around for that. Romero and Van der Ven. Dumb fucking dipshit. They'll be gone. They can't wait to run. Romero especially. You can see it in him. Those 2 will fuck off. James Maddison, I'll tell you now. I reckon James Maddison would leave. Mohammed Kudus. He's fucked here or he's fucked there. He doesn't know where to go. Dominic Solanke, is he going to stick around? Kulusevski, is he going to stick around? And I know he's injury prone. How many players are Spurs going to fucking lose? How many players are going, we're not going to play and they're going to sit them on the bench? How many? How are they going to climb back up? Owen, I'd love to hear from the. I'd love to see what their board's going to do, because I mean they got them into this fucking trouble to begin with. £450 million spent and churning over fucking manager after manager. Keep it going. It's cool to see. Shits and giggles, FC. Yeah, fuck me, dead. Their answer was get a new manager. Their answer was literally get a new manager instead of time to appoint a new fucking board. What a fucking shambles. They all should be fucking fired. Too busy thinking about Beyonce and this and that and the next fucking boxing match than to worry about the fucking squad of the team. That is a shambles. That's abysmal. Kirtan Sheety, I can't really pronounce that. Spurs should get relegated, to be honest. Do you think that if they get relegated, that it's going to be, what, a reset? Tell me, give me a little bit more behind that. They should get relegated, obviously because of the way they're playing. But do you believe that if they get relegated, this is going to be enough for them to, like, what? Reset, come back with a different mindset, and maybe come into the league where they're just not a participant, but a team that's actually doing things? Let me know what you think, my guy. Thanks for the comment. Like, I sit here now and I'm thinking, like, that my fucking thumbnail's fucked. What the hell have I done with that? Champion, what the... Anyway, boy, look, forgive me for this shit down here. I fucked up, right? It's all good. But I'm looking at the current situation. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to drive this team. And I think, fuck all. Igor Tudor, he's not awe-inspiring. Shit. Keaton says, yes, it will be. Okay, now I get you. So you're thinking they drop down, and guess what? Reset. We're back with a new philosophy, because I think that's what Tottenham Hotspur are missing, a philosophy. To dare is to do is not a philosophy. To dare is to do. Let's break down to dare is to do. With all banter aside, when I first heard that, I said, that's a fucking subliminal message. Are we dare, so we're doing? No, doing is the Europa League last season. You did that. You did it. You didn't dare. You went in there and done it. But you shouldn't be daring in the Premier League. You should be trying to do in the Premier League. And I know it's rich coming from an Arsenal fan, but we've won a few. We've won a few. That dare is to do bullshit. That's probably what the mentality of the fucking board is. Oh, we dared to try to fucking get the right player, and we did try to get him, but we do fuck up from time to time. Fucking come on. Big up, Brenny. Big up, mate, into the chat. Big up, Brenny. Hope you're doing good, man. Hey, look, I dropped the link to this show in the group chat. If you want to jump in, by all means, jump in. Oh, Keaton's back in a minute. The owners will lose a lot of money. They might stick around in the championship for some time because only Solanke and Gray might stay. You know what? And I think your owners, well, these owners, and let me know, are you a Spurs fan? If you're a Spurs fan, fair enough. Like I said, Arsenal had off. I'm not coming at you. I'm not coming at you. Let me know if you're a Spurs fan. The owners will lose a lot of money. They might stick around in the championship for some time because only Solanke and Gray might stay. Let that sink in. Only Solanke and Gray might stay. And what the fuck else are they going to have? What the fuck else are they going to have to field? It's grim. It is fucking grim. It is very grim at the moment. Now, look, let's not even talk about the financial implications that this will cause if they are to be relegated. There's about 250, 300 million pounds in Premier League money gone. Sponsorship gone. All this sponsorship money gone. No European football, more money gone. FFP, you can't see me. They spent 450 million. Clarified, Arsenal fan, bro. Come on. Oh, man, you know. Okay, now I know. If you don't know, now you know. So the financial implications, massive. Are they going to be able to come back from this? Fuck no. I don't see them. If Tottenham Hotspur are relegated this season, their next season in the championship, if they do not hold on to at least 50% of their squad, they will more than likely, in my opinion, stay down for a second season. And they will be going to the championship with the most awe-inspiring fucking stadium that anyone has seen in the championship. Oh, best believe, when Millwall go there, it'll be shits and gigs, drinks, good food, nice atmosphere, screens everywhere you can see. And here's a question. If they drop into the championship, are they going to go over to their fans and say, you know what? Since we're down in the shit, right? We're in the shit now. Are we going to fucking drop the cost of the fucking tickets to sweet fuck all? Maybe what they should do is fucking hand the tickets out for fucking free for a season to all the members. Hey, since we fucked you over and let you down, this year's fucking tickets are free. Seriously. How else do you appease the fucking fans? Because you can't do it any other which way. Oh, yes, we won the fucking championship. Whoop-de-fucking-do. We won one. My goodness. My God. I cannot believe what the fuck. Like, and this is a very good comment here from Keaton. Thank you very much. Will Spurs content creators do a championship watch along? It'll be fun to watch. It will be. Huh? Because you'll be oozing sauce, huh? Huh? The fuck you say, bro? Oozing sauce? You'll be oozing something, cuz. You'll be losing your fucking mind in that cunt, bro. That's gone. See you later. Yes, I said C-O-N-T. You're in Australia. We use these words. I'm fucking like, what the fuck? It's funny. Look, I'm going to go into a little bit. It's a bit shits and gigs. From an Arsenal perspective, we're top of the league. We're on track to win the league. Arsenal on track to win the league in all competitions right now. Carabao Cup, FA Cup. Yeah, it was a bit dodgy the other day. Don't worry about it. I'll probably talk about that tomorrow or something, right? But we're in a position right now. To win the league. Let that sink in. We could win the league and Spurs get relegated. Oh, fuck. If we're not talking, if that is not a banter or inspiring moment, because this is something that will be discussed for fucking hundreds of years. Every time a Spurs fan comes in, it's going to be like, you remember that season when we won the league and you guys got relegated? Remember that? Yeah. Yeah. Shut it. And who the fuck can the Spurs fans thank for that? Huh? Who the fuck? Oh, look at the next games, boys. Okay. Look. Their next games. Their next games. Their next game. Let's just go to their next game. Atletico. Yeah, right. Okay. Make the most of it. Make the most of this game. Spurs fans, make the most of it. Because you ain't going to see it for a while. Okay? Okay. Midweek. Liverpool. Fucking Liverpool. And I'm not saying Liverpool are fucking wonderful. No, they're not. Because they were giving us shit. Oh, well, you can't beat Wolves. No, we didn't lose to them, but hey. Anyway, you know what I mean, bruh? It's all good, you know what I mean? It's all good. Now, for them not to get points against fucking Liverpool, right? And again, by all means, chime in, guys, anytime you want. They dropped 3 points to Liverpool, right? And I'm just going to look at their next games that are coming up, right? Let's look at their next games. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit fucking shit today. My bad. One sec. Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it's Forest right after it. It's fucking Forest right after it. It's Forest right fucking after Liverpool. And we all know, let's best believe that we all know that fucking Forest are definitely going to be up for it. They're definitely going to be up for it now. Huh? Are the Spurs players up for it? They better fucking be. Because this could be the day or the week that this happens. If West Ham get their business done, Nottingham Forest get their business done, what will the Spurs fans do? What do you do as a Spurs fan? Come on. What do? Do you just walk out? I think what you guys have to start doing is forgetting about the TIFOs and all that shit. I think you guys got to start going to your fucking stadium, hanging out for 5 minutes, and not just 2 or 3 or 4 of you leave. I recommend, regardless if the game's gone on, if you win or you don't, your whole fucking stadium walks out. That's what needs to happen. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. Keaton's back says Spurs should never be considered Big Six if they get relegated. They can't be fucking, dude, 100%. But they can't be considered Big Six now. Big Six what? Big Six what, bro? They're fucked. They can't be considered that now. They're in massive trouble. No, they're not considered Big Six. They're considered Big Five because they're 5th off the bottom. It's fucking bad. It's not good. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not. I'm telling you. We're not going to have a North London derby next season. There's 3 points that we're not going to get. Actually, let's call it 6. That's 6 guaranteed points that Arsenal aren't going to get. And I know now it's going to sound like you're being cocky. This is what we do. Let's talk about it. Arsenal versus Spurs. How's it been as of late? We go get our 3 points and come home. We're not going to get that. And don't get me wrong, it's an atmosphere. It's fucking rivalry. It's spite. It's everything. You don't get that anymore. There goes the North London derby. Oh, and Chelsea. Chelsea don't get to fucking do that either. So Chelsea fans, guess what? You don't get to go fucking knocking on their door. You can come over to our house. We can fucking pump you real good because that's what we do too. But you can't go to fucking Spurs and get you 3. You can't have a Northwest London fucking derby with them when it gets noisy and crazy. It's all gone. If these guys get relegated, and it's highly likely, in my opinion, right now, Igor Tudor's gone. He's not going to stick around after this. Who the fuck comes in and takes over this fucking club? Who are they going to get? Big Sam? Let me know who is the next manager who is going to take over this Spurs team, which manager in their right mind? Pochettino was a manager that got virtually no backing from the board and was kicked out of the fucking club and told to fuck off, even though he gave them the best years that they ever had, right? And I hear Spurs fans screaming that Poch will come back. Guys, let me tell you something. That delusional attitude is what pisses us off, because I'll tell you now, why would he want to fucking come back to a club that pretty much told him to go fuck himself when he was doing great for years? He's not coming back. Keaton says, I feel Spurs can get a result only against Aston Villa because they're shit. You know what? Aston Villa are, but let's be perfectly honest, Spurs are worse right now. Spurs are worse. This will be the battle of the ages. Shit for shit. This is going to be a replay of the Europa League final. Shit versus shit. Because I'm not knocking it in here, but let's be honest. The worst Man United team versus the worst Spurs team in the Europa League final. Right? The worst Spurs team. That was the worst Spurs team. That was. Where'd they finish? Look where they're finishing now. Same shit. What was it? 17th last season? It's a replay. But it's just Aston Villa. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Spurs need Sean Dyche if they want to survive in the league. Yeah. Fair shout. That is a good shout. Sean Dyche could save Spurs. Sean Dyche could save Spurs. He could. It's a possibility. Definite possibility. I just don't know. I just look at it now and I look at the games that are coming up. I don't know how many points they're going to be able to get. No idea. No fucking clue how many points they could possibly get. Because in the current form that they're in, it's fucking horrible. Like, I'm just going to have a look at this. I'm going to have a look at their fucking games. Oh, they're looking great. Yeah, 16. Micky van der Ven. Yeah, whatever. Cool story, bro. Cool story. Jesus. Oh, mate. Listen to this, guys. So, obviously, we know it's Liverpool at Anfield. It's Nottingham Forest at the Lane, where there's going to have to be uproar. Fuck me dead, there'd be uproar if it was Arsenal. Sunderland away. That is not an easy place to fucking go. Hell no, Sunderland. Brighton Hove Albion. Well, we all saw the comments that came out of that moron manager's mouth after Arteta done him over, whatever. Wolves. So they are playing Wolves and Forest. And Wolves at the moment are in damage control. They are like a wounded animal and they are hungry. If you don't look at the teams that they have fucking hurt, including Arsenal, including Liverpool, many a big name, many a big top 6 name. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games that I've just mentioned, Liverpool, Forest, Sunderland, Brighton, and Wolves, how many points will Spurs be able to get? What do you think? I honestly don't know. I feel if Keaton's come back, so I feel they're going down definitely with Igor Tudor. Yeah, well, they can't replace him. They only just got him. But who comes in after in the championship? Hey, I'll give a shout. Brian Clough's son. Huh? You saw what he was doing to us yesterday. Hey. But you know what? He'd be harsh. He'd have the same sort of attitude as Cloughie. Imagine Chelsea ensuring Spurs getting relegated. That'll be fun. Imagine that. As an Arsenal fan, right? And I'm trying to take it off, but Arsenal win the league. Spurs get relegated under Chelsea's sword. Jesus. It's an Amazon Prime episode. It is a movie in its own. Again, it will be discussed by many a football fan for years. And look, guys, I haven't said it. If you haven't liked the stream, please hit the likes. Smack the likes for me, man. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribes. Now, look, turn the bell notification on because I am the most weird, consistent motherfucker out there. I come on and off when I can. Why? It's not because I don't like what I do. It's because I'm so busy in life and with everything going on, I have a hard time doing it. Trust me. I love YouTube. But I've got so much happening, from footballing coaching to fucking boxing to work, life, the whole lot. But I'm going to try to make a sort of a consistent show. And I'm thinking I'm going to do it every fucking Friday. Let's say about 11 o'clock, mid 11 o'clock, maybe 10:30 UK, right? I might do that. Yeah? Fair enough? Fair share? All right. Cool story. All right. Back to the relegation battle. Now look at the fans, right? Let's get into this. Spurs fans, if you're watching this, tell me now. Tell me now, bro. Tell me now. What did you guys do to stop this? You guys went down the path of winning the Arsenal Cup. As long as we can beat Arsenal or stop Arsenal winning the league, we had a successful season. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Awe-inspiring, that is. That's what hurts you. That mentality has to go in the bin. Forget Arsenal. Think about your success, for God's sake. Yeah? You can't see Arsenal. You can't see Arsenal anymore. You might not see us next season. Who's to blame for this shit? Like, look at it. You got the owners, right? You got the owners. You had Levy. You had Levy in there, and you've got the owners, and you've got their mentality, which is, let's do our best to make sure that we've got a go-kart track, the best training facilities, the best stadium, and everything. And it is a wonderful. It looks great. The stadium looks wonderful, right? It's great. It's very American, right? Where in NFL you have the best stadium in the fucking in football. It doesn't matter. There's no relegation, so even if you come last, it doesn't matter because you're still going to get the people come through the gates, and you got your sponsorship. It's very American run, very American, where it's about getting as many bums on seats as you fucking can. Who cares if we make it? Don't really matter, you know. 450 million pounds spent the wrong fucking way. Yeah, the wrong fucking way, man. The wrong fucking way. And all they did was just appease the fans with some new names, make sure that they get bums on seats, right? Make sure that all the fucking sponsors and this and that, yeah, are all happy with them. And they stick around the Premier League and we just rinse and repeat. That's the owners. That is the owners. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please tell me if I haven't got it on point, if I'm not spot on there. Really. I swear. Because right now, it's fucking abysmal. It's fucking horrible. Sorry, guys, just chatting to Akpos there. He's chit-chatting about the game we just played. Absolute shambles what we did yesterday. But anyway. I can't believe this. It's fucking funny. It's fucking hilarious. Look at us. About to win the league in every competition. And the noisy neighbours are going to shit. No players, no manager. I don't know which manager's going to want to come in on this. Which manager? Which manager? Huh? Which manager's going to want to play this one? No one. I swear. Oh, give me this one. Deji's focused so much about Arsenal that he forgot about his own club. Deji never remembers his own club. Deji watches Arsenal games first, right? And then he'll watch Spurs. That's what he'll do. Deji's scattered. He has to be. Let me tell you why Deji has to be scattered. Listen to this. Deji has to be scattered because if he wasn't fucking scattered, he would have probably fucking jumped off a bridge. And don't do that, guys. I'm not saying do that, but he probably would have. Look at this. He probably would have gone insane. Would have gone completely grey or white, whatever it's going to fucking go. Deji has to be Deji to be able to continue in his life, right, as a family man. Because if he didn't, if he wasn't so scattered and lost, he'd be fucking insane. Like most fucking Spurs fans are right now. They'd be fucking, you'd be fucking losing your fucking mind now, paying the top dollar for your fucking memberships and your tickets and all that. Top dollar, right here. Beautiful, nice seat, nice atmosphere. Shit football. Absolute shit football. Swear to God. And for what? Just going to send something up. I swear. It's fucking shits and gigs. And the Crystal Palace game, I'll go back to it real quick. I had a really good feeling that Spurs were not going to get anything out of it because Crystal Palace ain't no pushover. And Kid says it here. Funny to see the fans leave at halftime against Crystal Palace. I can't believe they hung around. I can't believe they hung around. I cannot believe they fucking hung around for that. Seriously. I reckon that they should have fucking literally walked out of that one fucking early. Because to be perfectly fucking honest, it should have been 10 minutes in, they should have fucking left. Because if you watch that game, if you had watched that fucking game, if you had seen how it started, shit, they were on the ropes. They were on the back foot before the fucking whistle was fucking blown. Before the kickoff, they were already on the back foot. It's fucking abysmal, man. It's fucking abysmal. Igor Tudor will be gone this season because he's not going to do anything special. It's highly likely, and I hate to say it, my opinion right now is that Spurs will get relegated. There will have to be a massive shift in mentality from every single player there right now. There have to be, because if there isn't, these players, this team are going down, down, down. And they won't be coming back up for a while. They won't be. Spurs fans, if you guys are watching, you tell me. Any Spurs fan. Yeah? Any Spurs fan wants to know about this. Any Arsenal fan, tell me. Tell me right now. Give me your opinion. Who takes over? Who is going to take over this? And I'd love to hear the chit-chat and this and that about Pochettino. Because I do not see Maurizio Pochettino right now taking over this Spurs squad in the championship. I don't see it. Because I couldn't justify his fucking, sorry. Oh, no. Boss is sending this one to Deji. Oh, Brenny's in the building. He's putting the glasses on. Oh, he's smiling too. Oh, look what he's fucking wearing. Oh, look what he's fucking... I love what you're wearing, my friend. It's right there. I'm going to chuck... Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I love what you're wearing, my man.
Good morning, morning, morning.
I love
Over
what
here,
you're
that
wearing.
is.
You're looking quite sharp. You are looking fucking awesome, my man. Love that top. Love it.
Yeah, classic top, man. Yeah. I thought, you know what? I've only been up a short while, you know, and I thought, yeah, man, let me come and say hello to my guy.
Thank you for jumping on, man. Thank you for jumping on. This was last minute because I've had thoughts of doing a show and I thought, I'm just going to do it out of the blue, out of nowhere. I'll put the thumbnail together real quick. I actually tried this time. The thumbnail actually looks good to me going. And I thought, you know what? Fuck it. Let's make it happen. Yeah. Brenny, my man, my guy, the demise of Tottenham Hotspur, the absolute catastrophic demise of the Europa League champions last season. What and how and are your thoughts on this shit? Apart from you being ecstatic right now.
Yeah.
What the hell? How? What do you put this down to?
Oh, you know what? There are those that are they're moaning about Daniel Levy, blaming him. There's always been blame around club, but you know what it is? It's not even it's not even about the managers. It's not even about the injuries that they've had over the years. It's about players not fighting for the badge. All jokes aside, that's what it's about, and it's been going on since last season. Yeah, they won the Europa League, but I mean, let's be fair. Would they have won the Europa League if it had been the old Champions League format where you finish in third place in your group and then you go down the Europa League? I don't think so. So yeah, mate. Yeah, my friend. It's I think it's a combination of all of that, really. And I mean, you look at some of the players this season, even last season, they don't want to fight for the badge. There's no passion. It's like some of them don't even get what a North London derby means. You know what I mean? And we may not even have the chance to get that again next season. You know.
And but it's massive though. Well, it's massive that North London Derby. That's huge.
Yeah.
It's not. Look, the 3 points are big. the 3 points are big, but
Yeah.
this is territorial. This is, we're the noisy neighbors. We literally share a fence and we hate each other.
Yeah.
And for the players not to go in there and actually put in a shift, they didn't put a shift in. They got shifted.
Yeah.
They did not put a shift in against us. No.
No, they didn't. Nah. I mean, we gave them. I mean, Declan Rice tried to give them some hope, and then sorry, he tried to give them some
No,
hope.
not a problem.
He tried to give them some hope, and then it was just And then that second half was us.
We took the whole game to them.
Yeah.
We took the whole game to them, and it wasn't that hard to take. It wasn't that hard to just press them and get a result. I mean, and look at this. Actually, to reiterate the fact that you just made, Spurs players look like they've checked out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
West Ham and Forest at least are showing fight to say, including Wolves. Now I know Wolves have got virtually no chance, but look at Wolves as well. They're like, you know what? We're gonna do the best we can to just make the last few games as either enjoyable as possible, or you never know, right?
Yeah.
This just I look at Spurs and I look at their squad, and £450 million spent in 2 seasons, Brenny.
Yeah.
450 million. Van der Ven, Danzo, Porro, Gray, Paulinho, Sarr, Souza, Kulemana. I know he's on a loan. Tell, Solanke, Kudus. Bentancur. They've got play and James Maddison, Romero, Van der Ven. £450 million spent to be relegated. To be relegated. Who do you blame for this? I mean, would you put it into perspective? What and bring that into context? What Ange Postecoglou said when he was going for certain players, and he wanted to spend on certain players, and was pretty much told, no, don't waste your time. We can't get him. We're not going to go for him. We're not going to go for him. We're not going to go for him. You spend 450 million. But why, Brenny, does it look like they spent money to appease the fans to just get bums on seats?
I'd say that could be the case. I mean, it's I just don't know. I mean, to be honest, in all honesty, I'm only speculating, about where the play lies, but I just can't stop laughing. And I've got some Spurs mates who are genuine, right? They're good people, and I really feel for them because they're not Spurs fans that run their mouth. You know what I mean? And it's like, wow. I mean, I look at you go on THFC till we die. I've been on there a few times this season, and I feel for Dermot and Tequila, just honest guys. You know what I mean? Who talk and talk about their club. They criticize their club. They're very hardcore in criticizing their club, and they're basically saying they deserve to be where they be. And then then you got the other Tottenham fans that they're right now they'll be in the pub right now having a bit of breakfast. They'll probably be having a beer by it's almost 10 o'clock over here, and they'll be wallowing. They're probably getting asked right now, how do you go in the FA Cup this week? You know what I mean? It's like, what do you do? It's that sort of thing. Sorry.
It's hard not to. It's hard not to laugh. I mean, I was on Never a Foul, and I sat down. I go, is Vinay? Is Vinay like for King and Country and Arsenal man? He went in there and took them out at the knees because, to be perfectly fucking honest, since he's been there, since Vinay's been there and he's been the chief executive officer, this team has gone to shit. I'm just trying to. It's abysmal.
It's inside man.
It might be
inside man. It was Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, Mission Not Impossible. That's what it was.
relegation is possible with Vinay. He'll make it happen. For king and country, they say.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's it's honestly looking at the moment. You look at their games that are coming up, and I was screaming it out. The games that are coming up at the moment, they're not good, man. They've got Liverpool. They've got Liverpool. They've got Forest. Yeah. So Liverpool away, Forest at home, Brighton Hove Albion, and they've got I think they've got Wolves as well. The next 5 games, let me just double check that. It's fucking bad. It's not good.
Right.
Here it is. It's Liverpool away. So let me know what you think. And in the comments, let me know. Oh, look at this. One sec. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, Edu has been sacked by Forest apparently. So these ex-Arsenal fucking CEOs, directors of football, not looking good, bruv. Not looking good. Send him over to Spurs. He couldn't do any worse.
Yeah.
The next few games they've got. So Liverpool away. They're going to Anfield. Do you even see them getting a point there?
No one.
No, neither do I. Then they got Forest. Forest are looking hungry right now, especially against City, because they're going to be really pissed off about that result against City. I don't think they can get a result against Forest. I don't know about you, but I don't see it.
Forest. Tell you what, my friends. Forest.
At the lane.
I'll tell you something. My dad's a West Ham fan, and he'll want to draw out of that. He would mind a draw. But you see, the thing is, man, because of West Ham's form at the moment, it's been really good. Even though they lost to Liverpool, they did show some fight. I saw the whole 90 minutes of that game, and they've got Man City at home next week, 8:00. We play Everton 5:30.
Tough game.
They play 8:00 at home. West Ham will fancy that game. They will fancy themselves to beat Man City, despite what's been going on, or even at least get a point. So if Spurs were to lose to Liverpool Anfield, Forest were to lose their next game, and then West Ham were to somehow, even if they got a point against City, it's not looking good for Spurs.
No, it's not, because after Forest, they got Sunderland away. Sunderland away. That is a prick of a fixture. That is horrible to go there. We know it as Arsenal. That ain't fun. They're not easy. They're not fun. This is a team that'll take it to them. I don't see a point from that game. And this is not me being doom and gloom. I don't see a point. I think Forest, they got a slight chance against Forest. Sunderland and Liverpool away, I don't see any points there.
No, not the one.
I see nothing. Yeah. They got Brighton after that.
Yeah.
God help you. Mitoma was a player I was talking about before the game started, and he almost made us pay. He's going to run rampant on that right side. And then they got Wolves. Yeah. And then they've got Wolves. And we all know what Wolves are doing to top 6 teams right now.
Yeah.
And that's... So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, I literally can see 1 point with a draw against Forest. I don't think they'll beat Forest. That's what I think. What do you think, Brenny? Out of those 5, Liverpool, Forest, Sunderland, Brighton, and Wolves, how many points do you think this Spurs team could put together?
The way they're going on, I'd say 1 point, and that'd be against Wolves.
Against Wolves?
Yeah, they won't beat Wolves, but I think that's a potential draw. The others, I see defeats. I really do see defeats.
You see, I'm telling you, if they lose all those games, and Forest and West Ham do some sort of business, this Spurs team will be sitting in 18th, and there will be a gap. There will be a considerable gap between them, West Ham and Forest.
Yeah.
Because if West Ham, because West Ham, they are fighting. West Ham, Wolves, and Nottingham Forest right now are really fighting to keep up. They are doing the best they can possibly do. And right now, I honestly see Tottenham Hotspur dropping off completely. And this could be, this might have been this season's North London derby, might have been the last ones we're going to see for maybe 1 or 2 seasons.
Yeah, it'd be very difficult for them to come back up if I think Wolves look like they've already. Rob Edwards looks like he's already got a squad there that maybe with a couple more additions to come back because they'll come back, and I think they will come back to the Premier League.
Yeah,
but
yeah, you know what? With the hunger they've shown at the end,
yeah, Spurs can be playoffs, maybe not. I mean, do you know what I've got? Because where I am, I'm in QPR territory. Got a lot of QPR mates around here, and I even said to them, and they thought it was quite funny. I even said, "Hey, I see QPR cancelled their friendly against Spurs on the 23rd of July," and I said, "Well, they've cancelled it because they'll be playing them on the 23rd of August." See that, mate?
Oh shit!
And did you see what I said to you?
Sorry.
Did you see what I said? I said the other day about the last time they got relegated. That was crazy, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that screenshot.
Yeah, man. That was like 76, 77 last time we got relegated. My dad told me all about that.
Yeah.
And yeah.
They haven't played this bad since 74.
Yeah.
So the season before, the 76-77, right? They didn't have a run this bad. That was the worst run. Like this, the run that we've got now hasn't been matched. It was only matched in 1975. The next season, which is your season, 76-77, is when it was see you later, nice knowing you.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it this season that I honestly don't see them. I honestly look at this season and I think this will be it. The other problem that you know, if they do drop, how many of these players that they've got are going to want to stick around?
Well,
who's going to stick around? Like Solanke, Kudus, Maddison. I don't think they're going to stick around. I know James Maddison's been injured and all that kind of stuff, but I don't see James Maddison, Mohammed Kudus, or Dominic Solanke wanting to stick around with this. And I don't want to, push it too far, but I think Romero and Van der Ven, even if they do stick around, you boot them. Because I think the two players that I would want out of my club from Spurs would be those two. Because I think those two, would you agree, would be the worst of a bad bunch. And it comes to the mentality and their heart. I don't think they deserve to wear a shirt anywhere they go with that sort of mentality.
100%. 100%. I mean, I'll tell you who I would take. I would take Richarlison, yeah. So he can play at my he can come and play for my local club, North Greenfield United. He can come play for them. I think he'd get paid he'd get paid about £70 per game, but hey, he's got money, he'd be all right.
He'd be fine. He'd fit in good there. I mean, he'd fit in. I mean, look, he's a top goal scorer for Tottenham Hotspur, but that's not a hard one, right?
No.
Not right now.
No.
You reckon he get a start?
Would if he can get a start? Maybe he'd probably start number 9, but he could play. But he still would be top scorer because I think my guy Harvey Killeen, who's our number 10, he's a brilliant number 10. I think he'd still be top scorer. And then
he's got competition ready. He's not going to want to be there.
Yeah. And there are there are parallels with North Greenford and Arsenal, and I'll tell you why. Because I've been watching 10 years. I love watching North Greenford. I have to send you some highlights in that as well. And big up to North Greenford, by the way. They're banging form at the moment in their league in Step 5. With North Greenford, we had last season what was called a 92 bus derby, and our local rivals, and we hated them, were Wembley. So Wembley's just around the corner from us. And would you believe we relegated Wembley last season? On the last game, we relegated them.
Oh, last game of the season?
Yeah, we beat them 2-0. They had to beat us. They had to beat us to stay up, and we sent them down. Oh, it's
Fucking hell.
beautiful. So,
Fucking hell.
so
And
we
this,
haven't had that derby this season, but we don't miss it.
oh, God. And this season, the way it's looking like Arsenal
Oh,
are primed to possibly win the Premier League. But
yeah.
it would be fucking, imagine this for a story.
Oh, dear.
Arsenal win the Premier League. And like Keaton was saying, Chelsea put the last dagger into Spurs' coffin, right?
Mm,
And relegate Spurs. The same season Arsenal win it. This is something that will be
yeah,
spoken about for hundreds of years. Every time a Spurs fan opens his mouth, they're going to say, you remember that time we won the
yeah.
league and you guys got relegated? That'd be the end of a conversation.
Nothing can be
What do
said
you got?
now. Nothing. Nothing
Where's
can
your
be said.
European trophy? It's like
Yeah.
we don't have one, but I think your European trophy is sitting next to your championship. Oh, you didn't win the championship either. Like it's
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 funny that
looking grim.
one of my workmates was going on about. He still does. He was going about, yeah, because last season we were European champions. I said, no, PSG were European champions. You were
Exactly.
Europa League winners. No, we were European champions.
No, no.
No, Europa League winners.
Yes.
You know,
European
gosh, when
champions
Arsenal won the, you know what I
it's
mean?
the best competition in Europe. It's like being sorry to cut you off. It's like winning the championship is saying we're the champions of England.
Yeah, yeah, exactly that. Oh, it's just
And let's be honest,
you know,
they played the worst Man United team you have ever seen.
in my lifetime, yes.
I think they
Yeah,
were.
yeah. I mean, I never saw. I cannot remember the United team that got relegated in the 70s. I was too young. I was probably 1 or 2 years old. I don't remember that. But my dad, my uncles, elders, they remember that. And when you bring that up in conversation, they laugh as well, just like the Spurs thing as well. You know what I mean? It's
It's
later on, if I pass down my local later on. I'll see a few of the Spurs faithful in there, and I'm just gonna say they were a lot older than ourselves. And I'm just gonna say, remember stuff happened. Do you remember the last time? Remember the last time we went down and tell us what it was like back then?
they're in
I'd,
the
I'd
shit.
love to know. I'd love to know. You
They're
know
in
what
the
I mean?
shit.
And so
They're in the
yeah,
shit. They're in the shit. They're in the shit. I'll be honest with you, they're in
mm,
the shit. The two
yeah,
teams that played the Europa League final were the worst versions of Man United and Tottenham Hotspur that I'd ever seen. Those
yeah,
two, those two teams, I'd never seen a poorer Spurs team or a poorer
mm,
Man United team, and they were in the Europa League final, which they
mm,
wouldn't have been if the Europa League was still pulling down teams from the Champions League. It wouldn't have happened. It would have
yeah,
been over. They would have
yeah,
been out early. Now, papering over the cracks, they say, I think is what Ange Postecoglou did with that trophy. I think the worst thing that Spurs did was appoint Thomas Frank with this squad of players. If you
mm,
appoint him with his players, different story. But if you weren't
yeah,
going to do a complete reshuffle, then you don't appoint Thomas Frank. You hang on to Ange Postecoglou. You give him a bit more money. You try to, I don't know, steady the ship, get yourselves back into the top 10 and deal with it the end of this season. I think,
yeah,
in my opinion, the board have made the biggest mistake that they could have made by getting rid of Ange Postecoglou, even though he had a bad season.
mm,
Because I think the players, and correct me if I'm wrong here, I think the players really believed in what Ange was selling. I think they were trying to play for him,
mm,
and
yeah,
I believe these players right now. I don't think they're playing for anyone. I mean, I made that point earlier in regards to the appointments and the difference in tactical changes. They
mm,
went from what there was a 3-3-3-1, 4-4-2, 5-4-1. These are all tactical changes between three managers in the space of
yeah,
2 years. It doesn't matter how good a player you are, in my opinion. I think you start to look at it and thinking, I got to start looking towards the door. And it looks like a lot of their heads have dropped. They can't see a direction.
no,
They can't see a clear direction, a clear path. And they're saying, you know what? I'm out. Because they all look like they've put their hands up, from Paulinho, Van de Ven, and Paulinho, a good player.
Yeah.
And I believe, and Van de Ven, a decent player. Pedro Porro, well, he gets spun, right? I don't rate him. Romero, a decent centre back. All these players, big name players, look like they are dejected.
Yeah.
Without purpose. And I think that mentality, I think we'll be able to see it in 2026. No wins in 2026.
Yeah.
Tottenham
It's
Hotspur.
yeah, it's unheard of for a big club.
They haven't. No, that apparently they're a big club, but Ange Postecoglou would beg to differ. Big
Yeah.
stadium, not a big club. Shiny lights, very American. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, Brenny? I don't know. You know the NFL and all that, and I was saying it earlier. The Americans have a way, in the NFL, no one gets relegated. They get a really nice stadium. They get bums on seats. They make it
Yeah.
a spectacle. And it doesn't matter where you finish. As long as you get bums on seats and you get the backing and you get the sponsorship deals, you're fine.
Yeah.
So the case in the Premier League. Is it the case in the Premier League? I don't know if we're from here. Like, I honestly believe, and in my opinion, and I'm going to put it out there, I know it's early days. There's still games to be played. But, Brenny, in my opinion, I think Spurs are going down this season. If I was to put money on it,
Yeah.
I'm not a betting man, but if I was going to put money on it, I'll put money on Spurs to be relegated this season. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think they will do. I was talking to an Arsenal friend of mine, and he feels that they may stay up. I get why I said that, but looking at the way you just broke down those fixtures, I'm thinking, nah. I think they've got a more difficult time of it than West Ham or say Forest, for example. So you know, it's not looking good. But I'll tell you what is looking good for Tottenham in terms of making money. It's I'm sure they'll have at the stadium they'll have concerts. They'll be making money.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean, and everything else, and they'll have maybe Duran and Sting will come to their relegation party. You
yeah,
know what I mean, and perform, and
yeah.
Mary J. Blige. I've there'll probably be rumours that she'll come and she'll be the opening act, and her first song she's going to sing is "I'm Going Down." So who knows? You know what I mean? That could work.
It could. It could inspire them. I mean, it could do. I mean, the way they're going. I mean, this is what Spurs are about. They're all show, no go. Literally, all show, no go. Unlike Yao Pedro, which is Keaton just come in and said, "Yeah, Pedro's looking quite slick this season." Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, as a kind
Oh,
of player, I'd
dear.
love to be wearing an Arsenal shirt, but well,
Mm,
I guess not, right? Keaton's come back in and says these three managers look like frauds except for Glasner because he's got a good style.
yeah.
True, true, but those three
Mm,
managers are all been appointed by a board. And Talk Forest
yeah.
TV in the building saying, "Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing good." We've already said it. We both think that Forest are going to do one over on fucking Spurs. So
Yeah.
do the business, my
100%.
man. Do the fucking business because you guys are looking fucking quite good in comparison to them. Welcome.
Mm,
I honestly believe Forest in this. I think the Forest. I think the Forest Spurs game is going to be the one that really takes them out because once they lose to
yeah.
Liverpool, if they lose to Forest again, how many losses is that going to be in a row? I'm sorry. How many
Mm,
losses will that be in a row? I think it's been, is it five already?
something like that.
It's
Yeah.
five already. It's
Mm,
five already. So if they lose against Liverpool, if they lose against Forest, right, that'll be 7 games in a row that Spurs have lost in the Premier League and still no wins in 2026. And if this isn't relegation form, I don't know what the fuck is. I really don't know what the
yeah.
fuck is. I swear, it's just. But Brendan, what's it going to be
We've
like
got,
next season without a fucking North London derby? I
oh,
don't know what the
mate,
fuck I'm
I'll
going
tell
to do
you
with myself.
what. I
It'll
don't
be
know.
weird.
And man, my friend, before I answer that, big up Talk Forest TV. I'll look for you and I'll subscribe to you, man, because I mean,
Me too. I'm gonna jump on right.
I'm trying to subscribe to a well, not just a few fans, but I love to subscribe to fans of all clubs, and I'm big up Forest as well because from when I was a kid they had mega traditions, twice European champions, and for me that and the 70s they had this beautiful there was this documentary on them called I Believe in Miracles, one of the best football documentaries you'll ever see about their
Oh, yeah?
underclass from the second division, getting promoted. To the first division, then just winning the title, and then straight away, and then the next 2 seasons in a row, they won the European Cup twice. Amazing story, and big up to Talk
Yeah.
Forest. But
Oh, look,
yeah, in answer to
I've
your
just subscribed.
yeah, wicked. I'm on my mobile phone at the moment, so if I have my laptop,
Yeah,
I would
no, all good.
subscribe already. So yeah, big up to you, my friend. Um, yeah. So you know what, we're gonna have our derbies, so it's we'll look forward to them. But this one in
Yeah,
particular,
we got Fulham. We got Fulham. We still got Fulham there. We still got
got
Chelsea there.
West Ham if
It's on
if
the
they
west.
escape.
We've got West Ham for the east, if you want. I mean, we've got Crystal
Yeah,
Palace if you want to go like sort of southeast.
yeah,
Um,
and
don't know. There's nothing
yeah.
happening in the north, but yeah, be
I
all
mean,
right.
I mean, if we play, I mean, if we play them in the under 21s or the under 18s, I'm sure
Yeah,
Tottenham fans will give us banter if those teams beat us. You know what I mean?
that's
They'll
true.
give
And
us
hey,
some sort of
we could
banter.
meet them in the FA Cup. We could, if we get
Yeah.
lucky, meet them in the FA Cup.
Oh gosh, yeah. And I think we
Turn
should
into
go
a
full
Millwall
strength
West
against
Ham.
them.
Sorry.
Even go full strength against them.
Oh
Show them what they're
fuck
missing.
yeah! No, okay.
Give them
No,
a
no, no,
good 7-0. 7-0 would be great because most of
no.
their players will be
It's
gone anyway. You know what I mean? And they'll be signing players from Ackwards and Stanley to help them, get back in the Premier League.
oh
So that'd be
mate,
something. No, it's just
it's all love,
know what
love.
it is, and but I would, like you said earlier, I'll miss the 6 points.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
miss the
always
six
been three
points.
plus three. Thank you very much. And Chelsea feel the same way.
Yeah, yeah. Chelsea gonna
Guaranteed
miss
six
that as
points every
well.
season.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They're gonna miss
we
that.
used to get a
Everyone's gonna miss
bye.
it.
You know. Yeah,
Yeah, everyone's
it's
gonna
too
miss
bad. I
them.
mean,
My brother, everyone's gonna miss them except for Man City.
yeah. Oh, that's true. Man City, exactly.
They
The
always take
bogey
points off
team for
them.
Manchester City every time.
Man
Every
City
time
will be
they
like,
had
oh,
their
thank
number.
God for them. Oh man,
It's
it's
gone to shit. It really has gone to shit for them, and it's not looking good. Like, let's be perfect. Now, look, Keaton comes in saying Spurs even have a go karting in the stadium. Yeah, I've heard about that. They've got
oh
everything in
wow.
their stadium that their owners could possibly muster into one building. But the one
Mm,
thing their owners couldn't do is take a step back, get the right people to
yeah,
control football, a little bit like Roman used to do at Chelsea, right? Get the right heads
mm,
in there, give them the right amount of money, and said, "Go do what you have to do." That was the one thing they didn't
yeah,
get right. And I'll be honest with you, those owners and some of the fans with this, the dare is to do bullshit. Look, I'm going to go back to it. To dare is to do sounds like a subliminal message. To dare is to do. So if I
mm,
think about doing something, if I have the guts to even try it, I've done it. No, to
mm,
do is to do. You go out there and you get it done. To dare is to do is what happens here. You dared to be in the Premier League. You dared to fuck around
mm,
and find out. Now you're going to find
mm,
out and you're going to dare to be in the fucking
mm,
championship, right? And I dare you to come back up to the Premier League. That subliminal message, which is all over the fucking Spurs fucking stadium, needs to
yeah,
fucking go with the owners, right?
yeah,
And they deserve what they're getting. The fans, on the other hand, well, it's a massive wake up call. I think. I think the Spurs fans need to make. I think they have to change their mentality instead of thinking about we want to be top four and top four is a
mm,
trophy, but they have to come back with the idea of we're not here to participate, we're here to compete.
yeah, yeah,
Because, in my opinion, Spurs have been a team that's here to compete, to
mm,
participate, only to participate. Happy to be in a final, not win it, but we were there.
mm,
I could go there too, just pay for the ticket and go sit in the fucking stands and be more comfortable. I don't have to go and play
mm,
because I'm not going to win. If you're going to go somewhere, if you're going to be part of something, you should be trying to win it. And I think that lack of
yeah,
ambition has allowed the owners to take advantage of that and get away with what they've been getting away with. And now it's the demise of Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League to drop into the Championship, right, where they'll be oozing sauce with Millwall and the rest of them. And they will have the best fucking stadium in the Championship. So they'll have all these other fucking stadiums, which are fair enough, much respect. But Tottenham Hotspur will be the Manchester City of the Championship. Not saying that they're going to win it, but they will have the best stadium. They will. That will be the
definitely.
bling bling off.
Definitely.
Oh,
Have you seen the back, all the memes and everything that's been going around about you seen that photo of Will Smith from the beginning of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? And
no.
at the beginning of the show when he's coming up in the taxi cab and
Yeah.
and he's got that big smile, and it's like, and he's at the mansion and he's excited, and someone put something on there. It's basically the look of teams that look excited, like they're going to Tottenham Stadium for the day, and it's
To get
just
those,
hilarious.
it's gonna, and the memes are not going to stop, Brenny. They're not going to
They're
stop.
not, man. They're not. I'm telling
The
you.
things you can do with AI,
Yeah.
that's the problem. AI, you have an imagination, you now have the tools to fucking make that, to bring it into fruition, right? So you have the imagination, you have the image. Now you've got a tool to actually bring it out there. And now, I mean, Tottenham Hotspur are going to be copying this for the whole of next season. And if they do get back into the Premier League, they're going to be coming in with their heads down. This is well, that stadium they've got. Was it 70,000? Is it 70K?
Like yeah.
70,000 Tottenham Hotspur fans paying top dollar, because apparently they pay top dollar for their memberships to go watch their team play in the Championship against Millwall and the rest. Oh,
yeah,
mate, I'm telling you, to dare is to do sounds like more of a charity. Sounds like Salvation Army FC. All their fucking all the fans are just going there and just handing over their hard-earned cash to go watch mediocre football, and they're thrilled to death about it. Thrilled to death. As long as I've got a beer and some food and some lights, it's all good. This is great. That only cost me £2,000 a season. Fucking good spend that was. Fucking idiots. I'm telling you, if these guys don't start walking out of games, regardless of how they're going, these guys have to be walking out of games 5-10 minutes in. That's a whole fucking stadium walkout. That's a protest. Not, we'll stick around and see how we go. That's what got you here. That's what got the Spurs fans here. We'll stick around to see how we go. And now you guys are here in 16th. It's wonderful. Look at that. 16th position with Nottingham Forest fucking literally sitting there waiting to play you. Nottingham Forest are looking forward to playing you after Liverpool because they're going to be going for the jugular. They will be. And Brighton, best believe Brighton definitely need the 3 points. Wolves definitely need the 3 points. Every single team that they are going to be facing needs 3 fucking points.
Yeah.
They need to think about this shit, because I'm telling you now, you guys are in fucking trouble. You guys are actually playing top 6 teams down the bottom of the table. That's what you guys are playing, because they're that fucking hungry. It's fucking bad. Oh, Keaton says their ticket prices will go down, quite down. And well, think of it this way. No European football, no 250, 280 million pounds from the Premier League, right? So now it's FFP rules, right? How much money you make to how much money you can spend. Yeah. So next season, when they go in the Championship, they're going to be on a limited spend. All these players like Dominic Solanke and all these guys are going to have to take a fucking massive pay cut to stick around, and they're not going to do that. So that's going to be in breach of contract, and then they're going to get to walk. They're going to be sold. They're going to have to buy mediocre players in order to stay in within FFP. And then, if they're lucky, they'll make it back into the Premier League with a shit bunch of players, and they'll look like the new fucking Burnley in white. That's how they're going to look, with a really nice stadium. And that is the future for fucking Tottenham Hotspur if they fucking drop into the Championship. They are not coming back quick. And if they do, they're going to get sent back down there as quick as they came up. Because I'm telling you now, I just don't see it, man. I don't see it. I swear, I really don't, Brenny. I don't see him sticking around.
No way. We already know the players that we don't have to reel them off. We already know who'd be gone.
Most of them. Most of them. And I'll be honest,
most
the
of them
bigger
are
ones,
gone.
the James Madisons, the Pedro Porros, the Romeros, the Van der
Kulusevski's.
Ven. Kudus gone.
Yeah.
Kudus gone. Kudus. I'll take Kudus at Arsenal. Now.
Yeah.
I'll take him
like
at Arsenal. Right? Yeah, I fucking like Mohammed Kudus. Great fucking player. He knows how to put a pass in. He knows how to create. I'll take him.
Yeah.
I'll take him as a creative player all day. All fucking day.
100.
Dominic Solanke. Dominic Solanke is a player. I don't know injuries, but he had been decent before going to Spurs. He had been decent.
Yeah. Oh yeah, proved it in Bournemouth. Yep.
Bloody oath. Bloody oath. With the right manager, with the right team around him, he could be back. These are players that, I mean, Xavi Simons, no one wants him. Nobody wants him.
No.
He's Deadwood. But Udogie, maybe you might want him. I mean, Bentancur, maybe. Paulinho, yeah. Paulinho wants to. Paulinho can get into another club. He's decent. He's shit there, but he's a decent player.
Yeah. Yep.
It's looking quite fucking abysmal. Mr. Arsenal podcast in the building saying, forget to say as well, Levy put relegation clauses in most of these players' contracts. Surely that's a huge red flag for a so-called top club. Oh, wow. Did he? Oh, shit. So they might not be losing players, Brenny.
Okay.
A relegation clause. So Mr. Arsenal podcast, are you saying that these players have signed on a dotted line that if they get relegated, they have to stick around with the club? Clarify, please, because if that's the case, it's going to be really funny to see players like Mohammed Kudus and Dominic Solanke, who left Bournemouth to go to fucking White Hart Lane, right, to do some bits, only to watch Bournemouth stick around in the Premier League and for him to get fucking relegated.
Well, yeah.
Yep. David Ornstein confirmed this early in the week. Oh, shit. It's been confirmed. They will not lose their squad. I stand corrected. All these big name players are either going to have to do a Luka Modric and say, I'm not fucking playing and sit on their ass. Yeah. Or they get on the pitch and start playing against Millwall. Fucking good times. Good fucking times. I guarantee they're getting a pay cut, though. I guarantee they're getting pay cuts. So they're going to be thrilled to death about it because they're getting paid big money right now. And they're not looking very happy to be there. Look at that. Luis, Mohammed Kudus will be good. Yeah, tell me man. I'd love Mohammed Kudus at Arsenal. I really would. But unfortunately, it's looking like he's going to have to go down with the fucking ship because in his contract, it says that rain, hail, or shine, you'll be wearing that white kit until you die. My God. Why would you sign that? Why would you sign that, Brenny?
Yeah. Oh dear.
I don't know. But you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna knock on the door of this particular fucking topic in another 3 games for shits and gigs. For shits and gigs. In another 3 games, we'll come back and we'll talk about the real demise of Tottenham when they do drop, in 9 points, right? And relegation is really looking imminent. We'll sit down and we'll talk about the demise of Tottenham in more depth for shits and gigs.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully we'll be able to break it down so everyone can see it a little bit more clearer, including the Spurs fans and the Arsenal fans, to see what life will be like without Tottenham in the Premier League. Points will not be there'll be no 6 points for Arsenal guaranteed every season. All gone.
Yeah.
See what happens? We're happy to see them leave. But you see what we're doing? Shooting ourselves in the foot. Quite sad, to be honest. Happy from one side, sad from the other side. I don't know. I'm a bit like that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like that. Shit. Brenny, can you tell everyone where they can find you, dude? I'll also put your details in the description as well.
Thank you. Yeah, Theo, big up to you every time, man. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, man.
It's been a while since I've been on here, and obviously I'm still waiting for this legend here to come on my channel for his debut, and we know it's going to happen as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can reach me Brenny K74. That's my channel. Got some good content. Add some good content on there as well, and there will be lots more as well. I say with please like, share, subscribe. I know it's a slow process, but getting there. I'm a patient man. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? You can also find me on Football Takeover as well with my guy Bobby, my pop brother, and you've got Coach Ali on there. You've got G Talks, um, Dodds. You've got Doddsy. You've got Nick Geeks. Great people as well. And you can also find me on X. You can find me on Instagram threads as well. So thank you for having me on, my friend.
And thank you for jumping on. And guys, if you haven't, look in the description. I will have his at Brenny74. I have it on there, so you can go through, click on his channel, subscribe. Look, it's all love, love, love. We're not big channels. We're not. But the channels that he's mentioned, you do get some decent content. We do try to bring a few bits and pieces out. Brenny, I will try my best to be on your channel. I got to start becoming a bit more consistent. It's been difficult for me. And again, thank you for everyone who's watched this far. My life is so busy, it's not funny. And I'm not saying I'm busier than others, but I'm very busy. I am going to try to make time on a consistent basis. Thank you. And just a more consistent basis for this channel. And I'm going to try to make it more of a Friday night where I can be consistently on my channel. And if I can be on my channel, then on a Friday night, then I can definitely jump over on a Friday night and jump onto yours as well. So I could literally go off my channel and go straight onto yours, Brenny. And at least that way, I've done something on my channel. I can go out to yours and at least make myself available maybe two times a week, so I can give you guys my this and that on what's happening in the Arsenal world. And if a Sunday opens up like it did a bit early this morning, hey, you'll see me early in the morning in UK or 9 o'clock at night in Aussie.
Brilliant. Brilliant, my man.
Look, thank you, man. Thank you. But look, guys, from the Aussie Gooner, from Brenny, from North London, from the Emirates, it's Uru, guys. Catch you all later in Uru.